Here's an idea from the 14th Amendment for Donald Trump. President Trump wants to keep his campaign promise to start a massive deportation of illegal aliens. A good portion of citizens voted for him to do that because they saw and felt how illegal aliens were hurting our country and our people. But some governors of states, mayors of cities, and other public officials are threatening to oppose any effort to enforce federal immigration laws in the areas where they govern by promoting sanctuary status of the cities and states that they govern locally. All these public officials swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. But by defying the federal government's constitutional authority to enact and enforce immigration laws, the state and local public officials become domestic enemies of our Constitution. They become rebels like the Confederates that fired cannon on Fort Sumter in Charleston Bay in 1861. What should President Trump do to such rebels against the federal government? I suggest that President Trump should treat today's rebels as violators of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. To me, the public officials who vow to oppose the deportation of illegal aliens seem to fall under the threat of immediate removal of office under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which states the following: no person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president, or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state, who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state, to support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. Doesn't the sanctuary state or city action constitute being an action of insurrection or rebellion against the federal government's authority for immigration laws and giving aid or comfort to the enemies of those laws by a member of any state legislature or state judicial or state executive officer? I believe that it does. If it does, then those who promote sanctuary status can be removed from office immediately and be prevented from seeking office again or getting any retirement benefits from their previous government service. A sheriff or police chief who refuses a request to give a prisoner to the federal government for deportation should lose office immediately. A district attorney or prosecutor who refuses a federal request to hand over a prisoner to the federal government for deportation should lose office immediately. A state official who supports a sanctuary status law, policy, or ruling to defy the federal government's request to hand over a prisoner for deportation should lose office immediately. That is what I would like to see happen. How about you? That's my opinion. I'm Woodrow Wilcox.